Hello friends, today I'm gonna solve this problem reverse substring between each pair of parentheses. So basically you can say whatever is there between the parentheses, basically we have to reverse that string, but there could be multiple parentheses pair as well. So for example here we have the inside it we have LOVE, right? Then we have to come out of it, then there will be another pair of the parentheses, so we have to take care of all those. So let me explain it with an example. You can see we can have a string like this: you, love, and then I, right? So first of all, what we will do, we will reverse this, then it will become you and EVOL, evol, and I. Now again we have to reverse it, then finally it would give us I love you. Okay, so there could be multiple such scenarios, so we have to write the code for it. So we can do this by the simple recursive approach. But recursions are not always a good choice when the inputs are very huge. So I wouldn't go to recursion. I would write a wormhole approach, which is very important approach and could give a extra impression if you solve it in your interview. So let me explain with that approach. So see here, I have taken this example of this string. So basically what I have done is I have created one index array which is of same size but the size of this string itself. So in this case it is 10 size, so I have also created one index array. So what we have to store here is that the pair of the these parentheses. So for example 0, this guy is parenthesis. What is the corresponding closing parenthesis? This is the one which is sitting at 9, right? This guy. So at 0 we can store 9. Okay. Similarly for this guy at 2 we have another open parenthesis. So for 2 we can store, it is 7. So at 2 we can store 7. Okay. So what happened? Yeah, so at 2 I have stored 7, and similarly 9 is connected to 0 and 7 is connected to 2. So 2 way I have stored. Okay. Now we will go to dry run of it. So can you see this code? So there is one integer variable called direction. Initially I have given a value 1. Then what I am doing, I am traversing through this string and I am checking whenever a character is either open or close bracket. Okay, in that case what I am doing, I am basically changing the direction and changing the value of I. So for example, we will do the dry run of it. So let's say we are starting from this guy 0. Okay, so initially direction is equal to 1. Now come here, 0 is, we are inside this if loop, right? Because this is a open bracket. So what will happen, our direction would be reversed here. Okay, so direction would be reversed, so it will become -1. So basically why we are doing like this? We are doing like this because whenever we are getting a open bracket, that means we have to start from the close bracket to get the reversed stuff, right? Similarly, if we are getting a close bracket, in that case we have to again change the direction because we need the from left to right. So let's do it right and then it will make a better sense. Okay, so we started from I equal to 0 and we found that this is a closing bracket. So for this reason I have changed this direction to -1, and you can see here this for loop is I equal to 0 to I less than n, I equal to I plus direction. Okay, we have to take care of this guy. Okay, so now direction is -1 and see here I equal to index I. So I is equal to 0. So what is there at 0? At 0 we have 9. So new value of I would be 9. So our pointer is directly coming to at index 9. And what is that index 9? That index 9 is here. See here, this is the character. So we directly jumped from 0 to 9. Okay, now what will happen? We are at 9 and direction is -1. So basically in next iteration it would deduct 9 to 8. So our pointer would come to 8. Now see here, this is not a open or close bracket. So answer would be answer plus I. Okay, so I right now, our I string is the answer. Okay, now our I is at 8. So because direction is -1, then I again go to from 8 to it will become 7. Okay, so currently 7. So we will come to this pointer. Now see here, this is a closing bracket. Then again we are coming to this if condition. right? So our direction would be reversed. Our direction value would be become now 1, and our index I equal to index. So see here, at 7 what we store, at 7 we are storing 2, so our I value, new value would become 2. Okay, so see here, when we and our direction is 1 already, so now we are pointing directly to this place. Okay, so now because direction is 1, that means we will go to right side, so we will come to this pointer 3, and this guy is not a close or not open, so we have to do answer append si, so it will become IL, right? We are appending I with L, so it will become IL. Now we will, our direction would become here, so this is O, so we will store this as well O, so ILO, new value. Okay, now this also V. Okay, so ILOV, again this is E, so we will get ILOVE. Okay, now see here what will happen, we are coming to 7 again, so we will again go to this if condition, right? So see, at 7 it is closing bracket, right? So what is there at 7? At 7 it is 2, right? So our I would be again becoming 2, so we have made I equal to 2, we are directly coming here again. Okay, now what will happen, our direction so far it was 1, right? But now direction would be changed, so direction would become -1. Okay, so now see here, our I is 2 and direction is -1, that means next pointer would be coming to this guy U. Okay, so this guy is not a open or close, so we will again append this guy, so ILOVEU. Okay, so now we are coming out of it, then we would coming here at the closing bracket, so finally we would come to this very first, right? I will become 0 because we are right now in direction is -1, right? So it will come to 1, then come to 0. At 0, see here, at 0 again we will come to this if condition, right? So as per that, this direction would be changed, right? So direction would become now positive, and our I would become what? At 0 what it is? At 0 we have 9, so we will come to directly this pointer. Okay, I is becoming now our 9, but see here, direction is now positive, so it will add the value. Okay, so it will become 10, right? But 10 is actually going out of the boundaries, which our for loop will not allow. Our for loop will allow only to the values which are lesser than n. So we would finally done, and this is our I love you is our answer. Okay, so this approach is called wormholes approach, which is very important. Okay, so now I will show you what would be my code for the same. So see here, this is my method. So first of all, I created one stack. Okay, this is stack basically to make this pair integer. Okay, so what I'm doing, whenever I'm getting a open bracket, I'm pushing it, the index of it I'm pushing to the stack, and when I'm getting a closing bracket, at that time I'm popping out the top element, which is the index of it. So then I am mentioning here pair I equal to j or pair j equal to I. Okay, so finally we would be having this pair integer, which would be having the pair of the all those open and close parentheses. Okay, then what I'm doing here, see here, I'm traversing through this entire string with I equal to I plus direction, D is direction. Okay, initially D equal to 1. So see here, that same thing, if it is open or close bracket, then I'm changing the direction of D, and I'm changing, I'm updating the I equal to pair of I, basically the corresponding open or close index of that character. Okay, and otherwise we are appending them into the answer. So see here, we are not using any reverse function. Okay, and finally we are returning as b.toString. So I was using string builder so far, so this would be our answer. So yeah, thank you for watching the video. If you guys have any comment, please make a comment over there. Thank you.